for you to be certified by KEBS, you need to have 3 products. So that's why I had plain peanut butter with sesame seeds, and a peanut butter with pumpkin seeds. They can't certify with one product.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know this. Welcome to the Bold Path podcast, where we lean into inspiring stories of entrepreneurs. I am your host, Lucy Wanjiko-Jenga. Today we have an amazing guest who has taken an extra leap to add value to the products that you see every day. Beryl, thank you so much for making time to be with us today.
Thank you.
To start us off, tell us who you are and the different amazing things that you do.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Beryl Akoth Odhiambo, founder of Bellyz Organics, but I have a background in community development and social work, and currently I'm a 4th-year student at Moi University doing project planning and management.
Awesome. Were you always entrepreneurial? Because when we first met, you were deep in community development work, and in my head I was thinking, when I was given your name, I was like, no, I don't even know your business. So were you always entrepreneurial, or did this come as a supplement to your development work?
Okay, I was raised by a mom who was a businesswoman. So from time to time, I would go and help her in a business, but she was doing quite a different thing. She was selling clothes, and that's what she did to raise us. So I had passion in business, but then I had not taken that moment or that loop, like I couldn't run with it. So I was like, I want to do business, I don't want to do business. But then there was just something inside me that used to tell me, you just have to do it. But I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do or what I wanted to do. Yeah.
So what did you start with in this business area? Did you respond to a certain issue that was happening in your community, or did you decide to just go with the clothes?
Okay, first and foremost, I started with clothes. After completing my university, I didn't have a job. I didn't find a job to do. So I decided, instead of just staying at home, let me do something. So I started by selling female clothes and men's clothes. But at some point, I lost interest because most of the time my customers will take my products with debts, and then they will take so long to pay the debts. And then at some point, I started running at a loss. So I did it for like a year, and then at some point I stopped because of the losses that I was incurring in my business. Yeah. And along the way, I got married.
Oh. Your mom, when she was selling clothes, what type of clothes was she selling, and was it within Nairobi?
Yeah, she was selling men's clothes, that is men's shirts in Nairobi. She was doing her business in Allsop. She used to take her products from Gikomba Market, and then now she'll sell them at Allsop. There was an outlet for people who will do retail business, and that's where she was doing her business.
Yeah. So you'd go there to help her sell?
On Sundays, that was a routine. You had to go whether you like it or not. So because now I was pushed to do it, along the way, I developed that interest of doing business.
How old were you at that time?
At that time, I started selling my mom's clothes when I was 15 years, class 8. And then all through, during holidays, tukifunga shule, I would go and sell clothes, because at the end of the day, that is what used to pay our school fees. So you had to do it.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
She was making quite an income.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And we are 4 of us. So with our clothes business, that is what she educated us with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you take this up after high school or after college?
After college.
After college.
And after college, I was married. And then we were like, after 3 years in marriage, my husband lost his job. So I was a stay-at-home mom. I had nothing to do. We have to feed, we have to pay rent. So I had to start from somewhere. Now at that moment, when your husband doesn't have a job, you'll always have issues. You want money, he doesn't have. Now what do you do? So there was a mama who used to do peanut production. She had a space of doing peanuts. So I talked to myself. I had passion in eating healthy foods. Now eating healthy food which way was I to go? So I went and talked to her. I told her, I have an interest in doing this business, but I don't know how to start. Kindly help me do it. Because currently my husband doesn't have a job. I have a kid who was 2 years old by then. He was a sickler. Now you have a sickler child. Your husband doesn't have a job. You need to feed, you need to eat, you need to dress. Now that mama said, just come, I'll show you how to go about it. So I asked her, how much do I need to start this business? She told me, just look for 3,000 bob, because it's a startup business. Just look for 3,000 bob, you come. So I looked for that 3,000 bob. I had to go to a friend to give me a loan because now my husband didn't have money and I have to do something for myself. So she gave me that 3,000 bob. Unfortunately, I realized I was pregnant for the second child.
Wow.
You get? Yeah. You're pregnant. Your husband doesn't have a job. You need to survive.
You're starting a business.
Things now are tough. Now I'm starting a business. Okay, she gave me that 3,000 bob. The following day, I went that mama. I gave her, this is 3,000 bob. I want to do business. I don't know the production process. I don't know how to go about it, but you just have to help me out.
So this mama, are they those mamas who sell hapo karibu na manyumba with the big sufurias, and doors? What was the structure?
For her, she has a production space whereby entrepreneurs come to do production in bulk, and then now they resell. Okay. She had a machine at her homestead. Yeah, now, and she was my neighbor. So it was easy to go and talk to her. Now she helped me. We bought granite. We started with 10 kg granites. And then she did all the process, kuchagua, sorting them, grinding, and then packaging. So I was just seeing the process because I was an amateur in that. That was the first time I wanted to get into that business. So she did everything as I was watching, and I paid for the services. And she gave me the peanut. After giving me the peanut butter, I didn't have customers.
Yeah, this is your first time.
Yeah, this is my first time. And I was so desperate. I didn't have money. So these are you wanted peanut butter? Take, go and sell. And then at the back of my mind, I was thinking now, because I'm doing this business, my friends will buy my product.
Obviously, we go to business hoping our friends will be our first customers.
Unfortunately, they didn't buy.
Oh God.
Like, you're coming with a new product. Oh, I'm selling peanut butter. Will you kindly buy? No, I bought it yesterday. And then I realized when you're starting business, not most of your friends who won't support you.
Yes.
Yeah, at the back of your mind, you know that they'll support you, but they didn't support me. So I had to look for new customers. Now my husband, when he was juggling and hustling to look for a job, I used to tell him, carry this peanut. When you go looking for a job, please tell your friends to buy peanut butter. We are really struggling and you need to feed. I was skeptical about it. Wasn't ready to do it, like, being a man now, how does he work with peanut butter and sell?
How many jars of the peanut butter had you made?
12. For 10 kg peanut butter, you'll come with 800 grams, 12 bottles. Yes, so I had 12 pieces for a start, because I couldn't do bulk production. I didn't have customers. But thank God, I started by working with my peanut butter. I just used to work with them. And people used to buy. And mark you, I'm paged. I have a 2-year-old son.
You'd work with him?
I don't have a house help.
Oh God.
I'll work with him. So, at times people will see, like, this mama, she has a lot of problems. Yeah, But I did care. My main purpose was to sell. But along the way, I had to keep myself clean. When selling food products, you have to be clean. You don't have to show people your problem.
Yes.
Deep down, I was hurting, but now I had to sell my products to my customer. And that's how my journey started.
Wow, and that is how many years ago?
4 years.
4 years ago?
Yes.
Interesting. So that has been quite the journey.
Yes.
Now, did you sell all these 12 bottles? And after how long did you sell all of them? I sold
the 12 bottles after a week.
A week?
Yeah, because now I didn't have customers. You have to convince them to buy your product.
But it is madness.
And then, with the peanuts, several people are doing that business. Yes. And if you go to different, like, ukitoka kwa mlango, you will see there's a mama who's selling peanuts. Some have jikos where they do their production. So now, getting new clients was a bit hectic. Yeah, but I didn't give up.
But I have to say, a week, 12 jars of peanut butter.
Yes.
How many did your husband sell from the 12?
One. And you know, that one bottle he sold, he didn't even go with it. There's a friend who came to visit us. Now I call him to the bedroom. You go and tell him that wife sells peanut butter. You talk to him. And then now he just found his way and the friend bought one. Yes. Quite
So did
interesting,
he
right?
actually go with them or just this?
The only friend who picked one in the house, he couldn't work with them. Like, he couldn't, like, his ego. You know, men with ego, how will they work with a jar of peanut butter that the wife sells?
Actually, I've never seen men selling peanut butter. Do we have men who sell peanut butter?
Yes, we have. We have.
Okay.
There are men who have come out of their comfort zones and they're doing that business and it is performing so well. Yes. And to add on that, while doing this business, along the way, I met someone who asked me, "Hello, young woman." I told her, "It's okay, I'm fine. Until we have an acceleration, I will love you register for it." Just along the way. So I developed interest. I registered for the acceleration. They were incubating people who are doing agro-processing.
Okay.
And I registered. Little, like, you're registering, I don't know anything about it. I was just saying, let me just register at least. It will help me. Yes, I registered along the way. And after 3 months, that's when they communicated that I was the candidate for the acceleration. And now I can be incubated in their program. Yeah.
Which program was this?
It was called SOMO Africa. They were incubating entrepreneurs who are doing agro-processing and different other businesses. So I wrote my proposal to them about my peanut butter. And then along the way, now they're asking me, what value do you want to add to your peanut butter? I came back and sat down. What value? This is just peanut butter. As much as I'm an advocate of eating healthy foods, but I'd never thought of something broader than what I was doing. So it brought me back to the table. I went and sat down, Google, talked to friends, at least. And then now an idea came up of, as much as I'm doing plain peanut butter, now I decided to do peanut butter with sesame seeds and peanut butter with pumpkin seeds to also cater for healthy, conscious individual. And that's when my breakthrough came.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So, wow. So many things are running through my head. So now you said your first 12. Yes. Do you go back to that mama? Do you get, you started with 3,000. How much do you get by the end of the day after selling all the 12?
It was quite good profit. When I sold, I used 3,000, but I got 2,000 as a profit. So I had 5,000, 3,000 for the production and then 2,000 as my profit. Now, because I had taken a loan from someone, I decided to take that the whole of the 3,000. I returned it. And then I was now doing with the 2,000. I started again another production with 2,000. Now I had to reduce my kgs from 10 to 8 kgs. So at least to manage with the money that I had. Yeah.
And that came with how many bottles? The same?
No, 8 kgs you get 9 bottles.
9 bottles.
Yes. When you do 10, like when you do every kg, you'll get 1 additional. Yeah. After milling, that is.
Did you now sell this again in a week or was it even a shorter time?
It was a shorter time because the friends that bought my products, at least there were referrals now. They will tell that there's a lady who sells peanut butter and it is so yummy. It was natural with no additives added, just groundnuts and salt. And that was my big selling point. So I got referrals and within 3 days, I was done with my peanut. I went for another production. Yes.
3 days.
Yes.
So this kept becoming better and better.
Better and better and better.
So now with this, at this point, you are able to cater for the cost of production and get your profit.
Yes.
Was life now looking a bit better or this took some time? Because sometimes tukiingia kwa biashara, you think nitaenda nitauza like 100 in a month, 100 bottles in a month. Before you know it, nalipa rent, nalipa school fees. Watu watajua mimi nani. Was that the same for you or that took time?
It took time. It wasn't a walk in the park. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted. If you go with expectations, disappointments are there. So because it was a small business, it was just a startup, I couldn't juggle all those things. So I was doing things bit by bit. Because once, for example, I can hold this. If you sell this, I sell it at 400 shillings. Now maybe at 400 shillings, my profit here will be something like 50 shillings. So if you say that I'll pay rent. Now 50 shillings, maybe times 10 bottles, that is 500. It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. So that took time.
Yeah, it took time.
Would you have a time in mind? Was it a year? Was it 6 months? Was it
8 months?
8 months.
Yes.
For you at least to see an impact with the money you're making.
Yeah, 8 months.
So in these 8 months, unafanya nini ingine to bring money?
Okay, I used to do facilitation job with Hope Worldwide Kenya.
Okay.
I was an entrepreneurship facilitator. So at least it was not a full-time job. It was on need basis.
Yes.
Now they incubate girls for trainings. So once my services were needed there, I also most of the time I used to train adolescent girls and young women on entrepreneurship skills. So I will get some money there and
at least you're supplementing your business.
Yeah.
That is also very important for people to know. Usiingia kwa biashara ukifikiria Beryl alisema in 8 months her life changed, but you have to be doing some other things so that you don't feel all the weight is going into your business only.
Yeah.
So now you go into the accelerator program. You are coming with something very new. I've never heard of peanut butter with sesame seeds or with pumpkin seeds. I've never. So that was like a game changer for you.
Yeah.
Who was now your customer at this point? Who was asking for this? Was it still they were moving around with your peanut butter, or now you had a shop or social media? Where was your selling point?
Okay, my selling point number 1, my focus on healthy conscious individual age between 18 years to 45 years of age. And I was focusing on parents with malnourished children because they need high protein and also they need nutritional value to their kids. And also I was focusing on athletes. Most of the time they need nutrition proteins. And now I was focusing on them because there was a point I was called at Standard Chartered Marathon to sell my product. And I realized athletes, they need these too. So that was my biggest selling point. And those were my focus customers. And the elderly, pumpkin seeds has oxalic acid that has anti-inflammatory agents. So with patients with arthritis, that was also good. So those are my target customers. Yeah.
Wow. Where are you finding these customers? Other than the marathon, where are they? Where are you able to access them easily?
Okay, currently I have a Facebook page by the name Bellyz Organics. So we do our selling through online platforms and also through WhatsApp. I have a WhatsApp business whereby I can get more clients, and also through referrals. People, when they buy my products, also they refer others. And I'm also attending business workshops and conferences whereby I'm able to showcase our products to get more and more customers and also to get visibility outside there. Yeah.
Interesting. I love that. Kujituma nayo.
You have to. With this economy, you can't just sit and wait for customers to come. You have to look for them. And marketing is the most hardest thing that you can do as an entrepreneur. Yes, I have customers, but I'm still struggling with it to be known outside there. And then people are moving into a tech world. Now you have also to move with the current trends with technology. Yeah.
How have you done that?
Okay, currently I have a Facebook page. On Instagram, I'm still struggling on that. I'm not that tech savvy, but I'm trying. But on Facebook, we have quite a number of followers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
How much can you say you've sold on Facebook? Like what percentage of your customer comes from Facebook?
Like 45.
45%.
Yes, I work with, 45.
45.
Yeah, not so much, but at least.
Do you still work with the peanut butter?
And nowadays I don't. Actually, has really improved. You know, the more you sell your products, the more you get your customers, the more your life change. Yeah. So I've moved from a point of now like you have to buy my products. No. Yes, I've really struggled with it, and I've gained quite a number of customers who can attest of our products. So my product just sells itself.
What is a good month like for you? How many bottles do you sell, or what else actually do you sell? What is a good month? Take us through a good month. I can't say in terms of bottles, but I can say in terms of kg. I can do 60 kg per month because nowadays I used to do business to consumers. I still do business to consumers, but I also do business to business, that is B2B. There are customers who come for production because along the way, when I was incubated, I was able to pitch my business to investors. I pitched and I gained grant. I was given a grant
and I was able to purchase a grinding machine. Yes, so at least now I can do bulk production for my customers. So they can come and do production, B2B, that is business to business, and then now they sell to their retailers.
So eventually you ended up having a shop like the woman who helped you start.
It is not a shop per se. I will say it's a kitchen production. My home is big enough, so I have a space for my production. So I've not rented a shop, but I'm doing my production from my space. So if you come, there is still an option for people who come in to get their productions done.
And that was funded by
SOMO Africa.
SOMO Africa.
Yes.
Wow.
They waited me for 3 months. It was 3 months, and then after the 3 months we were judged, and it took a month for us. We are like 50 entrepreneurs, but 20 of us received grant.
Okay.
Yes, to scale our businesses. Yeah, and also they were training us on entrepreneurship, financial literacy, cash flow management, a lot of things. Yeah, to help you scale your business. Yeah, because you might be doing business, at the end of the day, you don't have that capacity of now you need to save this for your business, you need to use this. So it took a whole round for me to understand the nitty-gritties needed in a business for a business person to run the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So now we are here. You have started a business. In 8 months, you've been able to see very good returns on your business. You have also gone through an acceleration program that incubated the business for it to be able to scale up. Yeah. They have funded you with, is it a machine or what exactly?
It was 200,000, and now 200,000 I bought machine at 50,000.
The grinder.
Yeah, and then I bought the raw materials, the peanut 1 sack, and also bought the packaging materials for me to at least start off my business better.
Did you always start with a glass jar or it was a plastic?
Plastic. It has been a journey. Yes, I started with plastic packaging. Yeah, but now I'm also environment conscious. As time went by, I decided instead of doing plastic, because I was dealing with healthy conscious individual, now packaging in plastic, some of them were skeptical about buying my products. Now I went back to the table and sat down. Now I need to do something better. And also for quality purposes, to sell myself. This was also a good selling point for me, at least to gain visibility outside and then to do something different other than what people are doing. Yes.
So now, what is the difference if I was to package in a plastic and package in a glass? Is it the pricing or that didn't change? What changed? Was it the pricing or just you as a business owner?
Okay, when you package your products in a plastic jar, the price is quite low. And the glass jar comes with price. So definitely an 800 grams peanut butter in plastic jar costs 500, but when I'm selling with glass jar, it goes
800 is this big one?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 650. But when I'm selling using a plastic jar, I'll sell at 500 because glass jar is a bit, the price is a bit low. Yeah.
So this one is the one with the peanut?
No, this one is a plain peanut.
This is plain.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Awesome. So now all this has happened within a short span of 4 years. When did SOMO come in? The second year or third year?
No, the second year.
The second year.
Yes.
So you have been able to work with them through that process?
Yes, I've worked with them through that process. And currently, they have absorbed me as an entrepreneur lead in the organization.
Wow.
And a mentor who also mentor the entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Yeah, because when I started the journey, I was so passionate about my business. Along the way, they saw something in me that maybe I didn't see. So they took me, absorbed me, and worked with me throughout the journey. Yeah. Wow. And last year, I received a contract as an entrepreneur lead in the organization and also a mentor in the organization.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And also last year, I was able to be incubated by KEBS-certified. That is a government project.
KEBS in full is?
Kenya Private, I can't even remember it in full.
KEBS.
Yes, KIPS. KEBS-certified. You can Google about it. Okay. They also help entrepreneurs in the agro-processing. Yeah. So I also received, it was in form of a loan this year, January. Yeah, they were giving entrepreneurs grants in terms of loans, at least to make you work hard in your business and also return it. Other than, when you're given a grant, you become comfortable, you can decide to do it, to use it on a different thing. But when it's a loan, now you have to work extra hard to return it. Yes, but with a lower percentage of interest, 5%.
At what point do you in a business know that you are ready for a loan or you need a loan?
Okay, at that point, it is when you've reached a break-even point whereby the money you started your business has already come back to your business, and now you are at an equilibrium point whereby you're not running at a loss, you're not running at a profit.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Like, for example, when I started my business, let me say with 50,000, I'm at a point, I've regained back my 50,000, and now my business can run. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much did you ask for as a loan?
I asked for 250.
That went through?
I received 150.
Oh, okay.
Because we are quite a number of entrepreneurs, and they needed to balance and give like each and every person an equal chance to get the loan. Yes, it was not that much, but it has helped me get somewhere.
Where did you invest it in? In what part of the business?
Raw materials. I added more peanut for more production because I wanted to buy a roaster machine, but at that moment the amount was at 180. Recently I checked, the roaster is at 200 Kenyan shilling. So I decided, no, let me just add more granules to ease my production. Yes.
A roaster is the same as a grinder, or a roaster does what?
Roaster is for roasting.
Or for roasting the because now you're also selling the peanuts.
Yes.
What point did you now introduce the nuts?
The nuts I introduced last year.
Last year.
Yes, and currently I'm looking into getting cashew nuts and macadamia nuts, because along the way I've realized there are some customers who don't love peanuts, they are nuts intolerance, so they ask for cashew nuts, butter, and macadamia nuts, and this is a space that now I want to look into it and see if I'll get cashew nut suppliers so that I can do cashew nut butter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The other day I went to Kilifi. Was it Kilifi? And they cashew nuts are a lot there. So then the cashew nuts that I bought for my own consumption was a small number, but it was very cheap. So probably something you could look into. Those sides of the coast, I find that the nuts are not as expensive. Will you now use the same grinder for this piece of business, or need like a separate machine for cashew?
It's the same grinder. The grinder I bought that's why it can do pumpkin, it can do sesame, and can do cashew nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, the milling process is just the same. Yeah, now the roasting is what it's different. For roasting we use a different machine, but for grinding just use the same machine. Yeah, that's why I'm looking into it. At least it will be cost effective on my side, because I won't need to buy another machine. Yes.
You know what I love about this business is that you've shown us the part of you can start with a small amount. Yeah. You can start with 3,000, but you can also start with 200,000, 250,000. If I was a young woman in business and I came to you and I wanted to start this business, walk us through the steps you would walk me through in order for me to start. The other aspect, other than celebrating and highlighting the stories of entrepreneurs on our podcast, is to ensure that a young person who's watching can, or probably not even young, could be older, probably want to just get into business. You could be able to take up one idea of a business and go on with it. If this was the business I wanted to start, walk me through the process of what I would need, how much I would need, and all that.
Okay, first and foremost, when you want to start a business, it all starts with passion. Don't start a business because you have problems, because if you have problems, you'll start a business, but once problems zimeisha ama umepata a different job, you leave it. It should come through inside you. Let it be a driving force that pushes you to do something. So number one, first and foremost, have passion in doing business. Number two, do proper market research. Just don't wake up and say, I want to sell peanut, and just start selling. Oh, my friend, you'll be disappointed big time. Do proper market research.
What does that look like?
Like, know who your customers are. Why do I want to sell this business? What problem do you want to solve as a business person? Because when you're doing a business, you have to create an impact in the community. What impact do you want to create in the community? What is the driving force of you starting this business? So you need to know your clientele base, your customer. What problem are you solving? What solution do you want to bring to the community? Yes, you are selling peanut butter, and so that's why my focus on healthy, conscious individual. My peanut butter doesn't have any additives. Purely natural, 100%. Yes, you should check onto that. Number 3, you should know how to manage your cash management, cash flow management, that is. Because when you get into business, money will be coming in, money will be going out. How do you know to calculate your expense, your revenues at the end of the day? Okay, number 3, I've said, number 1, know your customers, do proper market research, know why you are doing that business, cash flow management, and then check on the legal compliance of your business. Currently, as we have KEBS, we are KEBS-certified, because when you are dealing with food, you need to get certification. Kuacha kuwa na issue na kanjo and stuff. Know the legal requirements that is needed for you to start that business. And then register your business. My business is registered. If you check it, it's registered. Register your business for easier access to finances. And then put your books into records. Yes, as much as you've not yet started, but have it at the back of your mind, you have to have your books in touch for record keeping and KRA filing. Yes, basically, those are the most things. And if you're doing production, like for me, I was doing peanut butter business. Where do you want to do your production? Do you have the machines? If you don't have, where will you source your items? Maybe your granules, where will you source them? And machines, where will you do your production? Yes, and at what cost will you do your production? And then I'll start to source for customers. Don't depend on your friends. My friends will buy my products. Trust me, only 1% will buy from you. And because your friends are your competitors.
Even if I buy, I can only buy this for maybe 2-3 months.
Yes.
So hizo miezi zingine utakuwa kufanya nini?
Utakuwa just, you need to think on that line. Who will I sell my products to? How will I get my products? And the other thing I was forgetting, how will you do your marketing? Basically, we have 6 P's of production, but you can do 4. You look for people, product, price, and promotion. What kind of people am I going to sell my products to? What promotion strategies will I sell my product? Will you do it online? Will you do it physical? Will you have a physical shop? All those things you need to keep in mind before starting a business. Yeah. Isikuwa umeanza biashara and then now nasema, I didn't know it is this way. That's why most of businesses that start, they don't see 1 year. Like they run after 3 months, 4 months, they're down because there are so many several aspects that they didn't put into measure by the time they were starting.
They did not consider who is your market, who is your clients, where do you find them, what is their pain point that you are addressing. Because above the moment nakula iyo peanut ya sesame seeds or pumpkin seeds, it's because I'm addressing something. So what is that people need addressing, that you need to address? And sometimes people don't even know this is an issue they have.
Yes.
So lazima pia wewe mwenyewe kuja uonyeshe, actually unasikianga uchungu hapa I don't know pumpkin seeds elevate pain.
They have anti-inflammatory agent called oxalic acid. It's so good for patients with arthritis.
So you have to tell a person. You have to tell a person for them to even buy. So that's a really important thing and a selling point. I had something that was very interesting, KEBS certification, or is it?
Yeah.
Standardization.
Yes.
What was that process? How did you go about it? Where did you even go for that?
Okay, for me, because I was granted by SOMO Africa, they provide a space for entrepreneurs because most of the time, though sometimes back KEBS couldn't give you certification on kitchen production, like you're doing a production in the kitchen. But nowadays, I think you can negotiate. So they provide a space whereby you pay a small fee, and then now the KEBS
How much?
Can for their space you pay 5,000 for
SOMO Africa.
Yes, that is their space. You pay them 5,000 for them giving you a space of now calling KEBS people to do certification. But now on KEBS you pay them differently. There are so many ISOs, 13,000 or so. But now depending on the kind of products that you have, for KEBS, for you to be certified by KEBS, you need to have 3 products. So that's why I had plain peanut butter with sesame seeds, and a peanut butter with pumpkin seeds. They can't certify with one product.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. I didn't know this. So thank you for sharing that.
So you need to have 3 products for you to get certification.
And each is 13,000?
No, it's covered within that. Now it depends with the product that you have. Yeah, each and every product, they have now their ISO on different products. So we must have different. Let's not it go out there that when I have 13,000 I can get my certification. It all depends on the product that you have and you want to present. Yes.
Are they the ones who issue with the quotation or the price?
They're the ones who issue the quotation. Yes. You can visit their offices. Yeah, most of the time just visit their offices.
Where are their offices, if I may ask?
It's along Mombasa Road. Yes, I'm not so good with direction.
But it's on Mombasa Road.
Yes.
I think that's good enough for anyone to work with. I usually thought in my head that was a really tiresome process that takes time. How long did it take for you?
For me, it took like a month.
A month.
Yes, because at times, there's a problem with donuts in Kenya. They're full of aflatoxin.
Okay.
Yes. So back and forth, it goes, gets rejected. Yeah. So after some point now, at least SOMO Africa, they source their granules from Tanzania. Yeah. That's when the product got certified. But Kenyan granules is full of aflatoxin.
Wow. What is happening?
Aflatoxin comes with how the peanuts are dried from the farm. When they get from the farm, how do you dry your products? So Kenyans kama Nyanza, rainfall, mvua iko mingi.
Yeah.
So at some point, utanika njugu, mvua ikikuja, you just carry them and return them to the house. Na hapo ndio products groundnut zinapata aflatoxin, the moisture content that gets into your groundnuts. Na ikishaingia you can't do away with it. Hata ukaange njugu kwa moto gani, you cannot do away with the aflatoxin.
Interesting.
Yes. So it can be controlled from the farm.
So how do you know that the groundnuts have aflatoxin? Is that something you can know?
You can't know as a person. That's why most of the time KEBS, they take it for that whole process to know if those groundnuts are safe for human consumption. But with your naked eyes, it's so hard to know. Yes. Because you won't know. Maybe ikikaa sana kwa gunia, you'll see like it has a lot of moisture. But now measuring aflatoxin with the eyes, to me, on my side, you can't. Maybe if other people say that they can, but you can't.
So you're still doing... You're buying from Tanzania?
No,
now?
Yes. SOMO Africa, they source their products from Tanzania, that is. So most of the time I take my granules from them because I trust their granules.
My God. Yes. This is very new. I never knew that also granules.
They're not from Tanzania and from Malawi. Malawi are good. Yes, Malawi is good. And in terms of costs and in terms of aflatoxin, it's aflatoxin free.
So what can we do? Because we have so many people who sell groundnuts that are not certified by KEBS or certified by anyone. How can we help our farmers, if you know, actually, you might not know, how can we help our farmers to be able to get rid of aflatoxin? Is it that they need machines? What is it that is missing?
It is in terms of capacity building. I think most of our farmers back at home, they're not capacity built on how granules gets aflatoxin. They need to be educated on that so that they can take the measures needed and the precautions for them, for the groundnut not to get aflatoxin. Most of them, they don't have that information. They just do farming, wanazitoa, they dry them up. Ikauke vizuri, sikauke vizuri, it's not their problem. At the end of the day, zikuja kwa market. So there's a lot that needs to be done in terms of capacity building to farmers. And then nowadays, there are technologies that people use in farming. I think it's high time for them also to encompass these in their farming processes. Yeah. Even though it will take time, but it's high time that needs to be put into consideration.
And I think that for you as a listener is also a business idea because you're addressing a pain point. If this farmer wants their products or their groundnuts to get to the right market and even, be good for consumers, this is an avenue that you could leverage on to and give it as a service, training probably, or just even sharing information. So thank you for that. That's another a pain point you're going to resolve with that. Awesome. So now I have gotten the 5 P's that that I am now aware of. People,
product, price, promotion, and people. People, and also there is location. Where do you want to locate your business? If it is a physical shop, you need to be very strategic. Along the road, like here, if you put a business along the road, it's so easy to get customers. Other than when your business is inside. Now, when you're calling customer, please come to this and this place, it becomes hectic. Now, how do you want to position your business? Which location do you want to put your business in? Yes.
Very good. Yeah. Location. I know you would mention that marketing for you on social media is quite hectic. You're doing your best, but that's not your stronghold, but you're working on that. Where can you say is your stronghold when it comes to marketing?
Physical selling, personal, one-on-one. I'm good in convincing people. I am good in that. So I can convince you to buy my products regardless. Yeah, but on social media, I'm not a tech savvy person, but I'm trying. I'm really trying, yes. As much as in online, doing online marketing, you need to have digital creating skills. I'm really trying on that. Like the hashtags that you need to use, the word that you need to use. I'm still learning. I'm trying on that. Yes.
And you can leverage on technology, just like you said. Yeah. AI is here for us.
Yeah, true.
So something to take advantage of, and also probably even just a course on digital marketing. Yeah. And it's also online. You mentioned you go to workshops, business workshops, conferences. Which ones have you gone to, and which is the one that actually stayed with you, that you went to and was like, hapa si nimeuza. This is probably something I would want to come to again.
Okay, I've gone to several conferences and seminars. The last one that I sold so much was with Standard Chartered Bank. They incubate women entrepreneurs. I went with my products. Trust me, I sold everything. Kwanza, the peanut with pumpkin seeds, almost everyone bought. I had all of them. They bought. That was my biggest win and my biggest selling point. Because at time, and like last week, I was in a workshop. I was given a booth by MSMEs, that is microfinance in Kenya. The exhibition was at KICC. Trust me, I only sold three bottles. You know, at some point as a business person, you'll come out with the bag, go out with the bag to sell. Ukienda na bag ni mzito sana. And then at the end of the day, you're like, you've not sold anything.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard. You'll feel down, but you need to pick yourself up. Yes, I sold 3, but I didn't feel bad. I just smiled. It was not a good day for me today, but tomorrow is another day. Let us give it another try. Yes.
So you try at least to have each week, each month,
yes.
Uko nje.
Yeah.
Ukiuza.
Yeah, because if you sit, you want to get customers, you need to push yourself and get yourself out of your comfort zone.
How do you identify these seminars and conferences?
Most of the time it's from the friends that I've met. There was one friend that I met in a conference, and then we exchanged contacts. After that, he invited me for one exhibition. I went, and after HAP, I'm so good in resource mobilization and partnerships. So when I went there, I used to talk to people, exchange contacts, and that's how I've been scaling.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
If you're free, if you're okay sharing, what has been like the best month for you selling? Like, what is the most amount of money you've been able to make?
Okay, the best month I've been able to make 70K. I didn't tell you. When I started my business, I had a diploma in community development and social work. Through my business, I was able to enroll for a degree program at my university. Wow. Yes, and I'm paying my fees with this peanut butter. Wow. Yes, other side hustles will come along the way, but my biggest profit comes from this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
If you are not convinced as a listener, I know this now convinces you. As in, this is enough to even take you to school, and now you're able to even be able to, bring money into the household. Yeah. And also you make better choices in a marriage when you're also bringing in money. You have a voice, you have agency.
For a woman, it is very important for you to have your own money. Very important. Because life is not so easy in marriage, as I may say. Kwanza, if you don't bring anything onto the table, women, we need to pick ourselves up. Let us do something for ourselves. Let us not wait for the boy child to bring. You can as well do something. You might not sell peanut butter, but you can do something more than what I'm doing.
Yeah. Awesome. What can you say other than hiyo challenge ya kwenda kuuza and you don't sell everything, or you sell very minimal jars of peanut butter? What other challenges have you encountered in this journey?
Okay, another challenge, because I'm in Facebook selling my product, there's a time that customer will request for a product online, and then nasema, wow, this is a win. Unamwambia, you'll pick up your products in town. Then you carry your products all the way from Saika to town. Customer gone.
Without calling?
Yes. There's a time that a customer alitisha products worth 5,000. And I don't know if I was naive. I can't even tell what happened. So akaniambia, put it kwa rider. Alikuwa South B, kifika I'll pay. The naive me, I gave the Uber man, take this product to this customer, these are the contact, this is the location. Akapeleka, he was not paid. Akachukua na akafunga gate. So the Bolt person would call me, aja nilipa hata ya kudeliver. I'm like, yo, I called, the number was mteja. And that's it. So I had to pay the Bolt person. And then I lost my 5,000 like that. Nowadays, if you don't pay, I don't deliver. Yes, I blame myself. Maybe I was naive. I couldn't speculate that this person will take my products just like that. Nalitoa contact yangu Facebook. Imagine. Yes.
Kenyans, why are we like this? Why are we like this?
Imagine.
And even I heard the other day that people even pay, but then reverse the money.
Yes.
What is wrong?
But nowadays, me personally, I have a pay bill for my business.
Yeah.
Yes, you cannot reverse pay bill, but kwa lipa na M-Pesa, pochi pia you can't reverse, but send money they do. So I opened a bank account for my business with Absa Bank and KCB Bank, and I have a till number.
I'm so sorry that we have to go through that. 5,000 units.
But it is good. You also learn. Yes, these things are there to let you know that you need to do something extra. Don't just trust everyone you meet that they'll pay. Yes. It's quite funny, right?
It's funny and sad at the same time.
I felt
because
so bad.
I'm thinking, how do nafunga gate?
Yes, alifunga gate. Now the Bolt guy called me. He has not even paid. I'm like, no, call him. I called. He was mteja. And now, he told me that the person was coming from the apartment. So anamuuliza, it's a big apartment. Hata wajui ameenda which side. Hata unamuuliza nani in the first place. You get? Yes, so I had to pay also for his transport because he came all the way from Saika to South Bay.
Oh my God. Yes. No, we have to do better.
No, that was the worst moment.
You can't do that as you can't do that to a business person. That is just wrong in so many ways. I wish there was a way to, to hold such people accountable. And their Facebook page is still there.
No. The Facebook page, sure. I don't know if he blocked me or what happened. I couldn't find the page. I couldn't find his page. And then we had tulikuwa tumechat kwa Messenger. Alikuwa na delete, like nikidelete hi, here chini amedelete ameacha yangu ikihang. Have you seen that conversation? So I have my own conversation. Zake ametoa. So a friend of mine told me, you go to the DCI, you go and report kitu. So I went to we have a police station, Obama Police Post. Nika report, nikapatiwa OB. Where do I take the OB to? Nikakutafuta conversation, it's hanging. Like my conversation haiko hapa. Up to date, I have the OB in my house, but nothing happened.
In short, we was scammed. Mostly we get scammed about business.
Imagine.
I've never heard of a customer scamming your business.
They do.
I'm so sorry. We should not be laughing.
Thank you.
So what other challenges have you also encountered other than that?
Another challenge, when I started, cash flow management. Yes, now we can differentiate. This is profit. This is my revenue. My revenue is here. This is what I'm supposed to use as an expense. But nafika mahali, you don't have money. You go back. Ushaikula pesa ya biashara. You go back. By the time you realize you've eaten everything. There's no capital. Customer calls you, anataka peanut butter. I've used everything. Now unashanga, why did I have to use? But at times emergency comes because I told you I have a son who has sickle cell. So at times he's sick, you're being called is sick, and then that emergency fund hauna. Now you need to go back
That's the only money we have.
Unafika mahali you don't have. Customer now calls me, anataka peanut. Naambia, wait, I'll do the deliveries tomorrow. Nafanya deliveries tomorrow, sina njugu, nothing. Sasa unaanza contemplate, now what do I do? Because ni vibaya unaambia customer sina products, how? Amekuona hapo unauza, like everything is just flowing, you are just good. Unaenda unajiuliza, will I take loan? Nifanye aje? Nimekupromise, nafanya
kesho.
At some point, like last year, there's time ni disappoint my customers, may they forgive me. Namwambia I'll deliver tomorrow. Sina, tomorrow nafika, una figure out things are not coming. Naambia, I can't do it. Please, acha tufanye next week. Some of them will understand, some won't understand. So cash flow management is very important for a business person. And then in terms of machinery, I still lack that one machine that I need. So at some point, I'm using the normal jiko. So kufanya bulk production at times it's hectic. Yes, so ukifanya sana, you'll feel like a body aches because umefanya njugu mingi sana. Yeah, so that is also a challenge on my side. In terms of doing bulk production, I still need that machine to do the production. Yes, and then in terms of kupata loan kwa bank, they need collateral. Kwanza for us women, collateral with an SME that is just starting, bado sijafika at that point, like now I'm so much well established, that is also a pinpoint for me.
Yeah. I hope you get solutions to all this.
I will, definitely.
You will.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
In due time.
In due time.
It might not be today, tomorrow, but eventually it will come to pass.
What is it that you're envisioning for yourself? Or what does success look like for you, and what are you aiming for now going forward? It's 4 years in, you're going into the 5th year. In very few years, you'll be at your 10th year. When you look towards the future, what are you seeing for yourself? What do you want for yourself?
Okay. Oh my God. I want to establish my own company. Like Natis, they have their company. Now I want to have such a company where I'll be doing bulk production, exporting my products to different countries, and also gain visibility outside there. Like, this is Bellyz Organics company. We deal with nuts and nuts as a whole. Macadamia, cashew, groundnuts. You have edible ones. We do edible oils, like with groundnuts. Kuna kwa na groundnut, like peanut oil. You can extract oil from our peanuts. Now that I'm just envisioning having my own company, and I can be able to employ more women and more youths to create impact in the community.
I wish you nothing but the best, and for you to achieve every goal and dream that you have set for yourself. At the moment, have you employed anyone?
Yes, on casual basis, I have like 2 women who help me in doing production. When I have bulk production, definitely I can't do it alone. And I have a rider, a boy. He's a youth, let me say so, but it's not on permanent basis, on casual basis, and on need basis. When I have bulk production, that's when I do.
But at least you have employed people.
Yes, because at the end of the day, I wanted to create impact in the community by employing other young people like me to get something substantive for themselves.
Sure. Kudos on that.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see you grow and employ more people. I saw Vosi mentioning that the businesses we need for our continent. When we think of businesses, we are thinking, scaling up, ni kitu kubwa sana, you become very big and you're known everywhere. But in real sense, our success for us as a continent that is growing, that is that is developing, and as the way as we operate as communities, is to give those 10 people employment, and probably in their households, like 3 people in their households. Already through you employing 10 people, you have also fed other 2 people in these households. So in real sense, you've like given 30 people food. And that's big. That is the impact we need in our community. So by having these 4 people, you're probably, feeding so many mouths in your community, and you've made that impact. I think it's very important for us as entrepreneurs to be looking at entrepreneurship from that angle, so that it also paces you in your growth. Lastly, probably just to ask on the shelf life of your peanut butter, How long can I stay with it, since you said it doesn't have any additives?
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you package on a plastic jar, because it's airtight, and the shelf life increases.
The glass?
Yes, glass jar is 6 months. For plastic jar is 4 months.
4 months.
Yes.
Okay. Good. And where do we source this if we want? You have said for your groundnuts you can use SOMO. Is there any other place you can source the groundnuts without aflatoxin?
Basically, I will suggest to go to SOMO Africa, because there are times when I want to do production. If they don't have groundnuts, I don't do my production.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
okay.
And also there is green forest. Green forest, they deal with the peanut butter. If you go to, let me just market them, because I've worked with them for some time. We met in a conference with one of their person. They source their peanuts or groundnuts from Malawi. Peanuts from Malawi are also good, free from aflatoxin. So their peanut is also good. I'm looking into working with them, but we are doing the same business. So it's kind of, they're my competitor, but they also have a nice peanut butter. Okay. Yes, and nuts. They do peanut butter and nuts in general.
So you can also buy from them?
Yes, Green Forest.
Green Forest.
Yeah. The packaging is they package the products in a green package material. They're also in supermarkets. If you go to Naivas, you'll find them.
Okay.
Let me just market them as much as they're my competitor. Yeah.
And SOMO, where are they?
SOMO Africa, their main head office is in Kibra, but now Tengeneza na SOMO space is in Vinshu Industrial Park. It's along Thika Road. They have a big space for doing production, and also they have nuts. They do a lot of things, skincare products, agro-processing, nuts, sesame. Yeah. Okay. If you go to Vinshu Industrial Park, first floor. Yeah, first or second, first floor, I think. Yeah. Yes.
For where you mentioned you can work with them to get KEBS certification.
Yeah. They can provide a space for you to get KEBS certification.
And also they provide the machines for you to
do production at a subsidized cost, and also they incubate entrepreneurs from different sectors.
Do you have to pay, or it's open?
For production, you pay.
And for the incubation?
Incubation, you don't pay. They incubate you, they train you. And then at the end of the day, you might receive grant or loans, depending on how what your business is, for you to scale. Yeah.
So if you have that idea where you want to do something to do with production, you rarely go wrong with production.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you would want to get into, feel free to reach out to SOMO or Green Forest for things to do with peanut, as well as even purchasing peanut that does not have aflatoxin. During the break, we were talking about aflatoxin and what it does. Maybe you can elaborate a bit on that. What we know the science, you probably need a certified health expert, but from the knowledge that you have, what does it do to your body?
Aflatoxin is a slow killer. You might not realize that you've consumed aflatoxin, but with as time goes by, you might develop different complications. And for you now to come and scale it down to aflatoxin, it will take time. So it's a slow killer. Let us just take precautions. For an health expertise, he or she will explain it more better and clearer than me. But what to my digestion or consumption, what I know is a slow killer. It kills you slowly by slowly. So let us just be cautious with the granules that we take outside there. Don't just see granules and just because it's tasty and good for your palate to just take it. Just be very cautious with what you take. But okay, our Kenyan farmers need to do something on their granules. Yes.
And probably also a call to the government for you to put in more effort in that and invest more in our farmers who are selling groundnuts, so that they're also giving us good quality groundnuts. Yeah. I buy groundnuts all the time from the street vendors. You want to support someone, and I'm sure even our listener does the same. It might not be, when I look at your packaging, so these are groundnuts. When I look at your packaging, if I go to the supermarket and see this, I might not buy because it looks very expensive.
Yeah.
How much is this?
That one is only 200 bob.
200 bob.
Yes.
So you might opt for groundnuts that
20 shillings
along the road.
Yeah.
Someone is selling, but you don't know that you are killing yourself slowly. I'm thinking of all the people who eat mugoka and so much. Yeah. As a government, that is also priority for us to consider for our people, because you can't tell.
Yeah, sure.
It's not something that you'll eat usikie unaumwa na tumbo.
Yeah, true.
Ujue nimekula leo aflatoxin, you know? So something also a call to the government to do better by our farmers. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you would want to tell our listener as we wind up?
Okay, I will tell you that when you need to start a business, start small. Rome was not built in a day. You start small. With the little that you have, you can do massive work. Just start small, have the passion to do your business, and each and every time, psych up yourself. You have to do it. It is you can do it. You are the one who understands your business, and give it your best. Give it your best. You'll go higher and higher. Yeah.
Give it your best. That is what we get from today. Give it your best, and for sure it will come back. Thank you so much, Beryl, for making time, for being here, and for sharing your journey. I celebrate you, I honor you, and keep doing the amazing work. I can't wait to go to the supermarkets and find your peanuts and your products. And as you're looking into scaling up, I wish you the best so that you can bring more and more of these healthy, conscious products into our marketplaces.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you everything. Hope this message will help someone outside there. And to people who want to start a business, just give it a try and things will just open up for you. Thank you so much. And to reach me, my contacts, we have a Facebook page by the name Bellyz Organics. Our website is bellyzorganics.odo.site. My contact is 0715 65 09 31. You can call her to order for your products, or you also do deliveries countrywide. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you for listening, for tuning in, for being here. Remember to like, to subscribe, and to comment, and share this with someone who you know is needing this messaging to be motivated and inspired to start on the bold path.